So I'm here at the PwC Lounge in Davos, in Switzerland, and I have with me Mohammad Kande, the Global Chairman at PwC, and I have with him Sanjeev Krishnan, the India leader and Chairperson at PwC. They've just released a Global CEO Survey, and what amazing findings. Can't wait to question them on that. Gentlemen, both of you, thank you so much for your time, and welcome to ET Now. Mohammad, if I could start off with you, I was quite intrigued by the first observation that the Global CEO Survey actually threw up. Only 3 in 10, that's 30% CEOs, are confident about revenue growth in 2026?
You know, it's quite interesting, right? Other facts.
It is.
To get this. And the reason is really driven by the level of uncertainty that we have today, that CEOs have to deal with. Uncertainty around 2 dimensions. The first one is technology. AI is advancing really fast, and they have to make capital decisions to decide how fast and where to invest when it comes to AI. The second one is around the geopolitical turmoil that we're actually all witnessing or experiencing today. So that is why we're seeing that level of tension and pressure is actually what we believe is getting to only 30% of them saying that they can see a path to growth. But at the same time, though, more than 50% of the CEOs are saying that they believe the global economy is going to be okay. So it's about the companies themselves, not about the global economy, which is an interesting fact also. The economies are fine. It's about the role that themselves will have to play with the companies in the economies of the future. Fascinating development.
It's fascinating but puzzling as well at the same time, because the global growth is the reflection of what the CEOs and their companies do.
And at large, when you see the global growth, when you see the stock markets around the world, when you see the flow of capital around the world, there is no recession. Capital is moving, stock markets are growing up, companies are investing. Yes. So the economies globally, at the macro level, the economies are volatile, but they are growing. It's about now, what is the role and what is the play that any company will have in that new environment that is shifting very, very fast.
Indeed. And Sanjeev, what a fragmented world it is in, like Mohammed just said. What role do you think AI can play in the future, not just productivity, but profitability of the future?
Yeah, I mean, as we say, technology for technology is passe. It's about how do we use technology for transformation. And I think AI is a mechanism by which the transformation will happen. The reinvention will happen. I mean, we just heard that businesses are looking to do things which are very different. Now, what will help them do it? AI will help them do it, right? So it is not just about back-end processes and getting some cost savings done, etc. I think it's about transformation of businesses, and where the value pools will shift. AI is going to cause that reinvention to happen, right? I mean, if you look at it, many businesses, where the valuation used to come 3 years back to where valuations are coming today is very different. And in 3 years' time, it will be very different. And I think AI is going to be an enabler for that to happen. I think the second one which I want to say is, AI will also be a huge enabler for inclusivity, because I do believe that whether you look at healthcare, whether you look at education, particularly 2 soft infrastructure sectors which are very important for India, I think AI will play a huge role in creating a Viksit Bharat or inclusive India, because when we start adopting some of these AI things at scale, because currently we are in a sandbox moment, I think we will see these soft infrastructure getting enabled, which in a country like India, which is as populous as we are, I think will have a multiplier effect.
Multiplier effect, it's critical. It's critical. And one of the things that we always promoting is the use for artificial intelligence to include more of the population when it comes to additional healthcare services, because you get that multiplier effect, because you can deliver more health services to the population. You can provide more banking services. But think about education. Everybody can be included into access to knowledge. The competitive advantage of nation today has been based on who has access to knowledge or not. AI can democratize this. So every nation would believe that any nation around the world, in India or any other part of the world, as long as you democratize access to knowledge, then people actually can start thinking about innovation and create jobs in different parts of the world. And a lot of the social issues that you're seeing today can actually be helped by artificial intelligence, not because we are afraid of it, because we embrace it, because now everybody gets a shot.
Absolutely. You know, Mohammad, I was quite intrigued by the point that you were making earlier about AI, and I want to draw it down to the Mag 7 and the kind of capex that they're currently looking at. And one of the questions, which was in your global survey as well, whether it's going to make money or not. What if it doesn't? And I'm going to repeat the question that I earlier asked you. Is it fair to put a timeline to when it will, specifically to the Mag 7 capex?
You see, the capex, the Mag 7 is spending a lot of money on the technology side. Principal investors, private equity, funds are spending the money on infrastructure build-out. The Mag 7 are also doing the same. So the money that's being spent in that AI ecosystem goes beyond what the Mag 7 is spending. Industrial companies are spending money in additional production for gas turbines, for cooling equipment. So there is a massive amount of investment that we are seeing. Sanjeev, we did the analysis, I think in the last 18 months, $1.5 trillion. It's infrastructure at the basic. And when we look at what we're investing in today,